Alright, we're on our way to Bowden in District 2. Thought I'd take you around for a motor vlog both ways. So, security guard's still up with me for this V group thing over here. Camera was being weird, hopefully a one-time thing. Been in camera gear hell the past week. Alright, let's go over to glorious District 2. Now where we're going, Bowden, is where a lot of foreigners live. Really popular foreigner hotspot. Oh, police are out hunting today, that's not good. They've been hunting around lately, pulling over people. So I was gonna take a car, but I'll pick Win up after work. So yeah, if you do like this video as you watch it, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 15,000 subscribers by the end of the month. Pretty crazy ask, but yeah, each subscription really helps, so appreciate you if you like this content. If you would subscribe to the channel, that'd be very cool. If you do like the video, you can hit the like button. If you don't, you can hit the dislike button. And of course, if you leave a comment, that would be amazing too. How's everybody doing out there? Alright, we're in Binthon right now. We're going past Binholm Central in a minute here. Right here we're going past Pearl. Saigon Pearl. Which is like an inferior Binholm's product, in my opinion. Where are you gonna go, dude? I love cars. Cars are the biggest problem in Saigon. Cars are the problem in Saigon. If you had no cars, traffic would be about 5 billion times more better. Driving in Saigon and driving in Vietnam is actually quite easy. It can look like a very daunting task, you know, when you get out on the road and you see all these honks and horns and people buzzing by, clipping by. It can be very daunting. First things first, let's talk about getting pulled over in police. Well, you won't get pulled over if you don't break any rules. On occasion, they do like a paperwork check thing, which sometimes they do. Those are kind of easy to avoid. You can usually see them up ahead. You can just turn off or go a different way if you're paranoid about that stuff. Or even turn around. But usually you're just going to end up paying a bribe, anywhere from $100K up to $1 million, depending on what they get you for. So no real tickets are issued. I don't know of anybody that's ever gotten an actual ticket issued, besides for like actual Vietnamese when they're actually needing to do tickets for some kind of quota, I'm assuming. Now driving is actually very, very simple. You don't go in a hurry. It's the number one thing I tell people. It's very easy to drive fast on a moped here because they're usually automatic and they're very lightweight and they're easy to throw around. Having a big bike, an actual motorcycle, actually helps you to go slower, believe it or not. Because you're more aware of shifting through the gears, you know, RPMs and things like that. That being said, take your time, use your mirrors, which Viets usually don't. Don't drive fast, follow traffic laws, and honestly, you'll be fine. The ways you can get pulled over as you know, a foreigner here, or a general. It's upshift so you can hear me. There's the ferry over here. I don't know if those are in service again. I'm trying to find somewhere to go on vacation this month. Very difficult. But yeah, I mean, I just drive. As you can see, I'm getting passed by a lot of people. But guess what? It's just like in America. Once we get to the light up there, they're all going to be there. So, it's the same thing. get what I'm saying. There's the subway. This would be the subway, which their first line projection's like 2025 now, which is absolutely insane. I don't know what goes through their heads with projects. Really weird. You know, it's all money thing, I suppose. Lots of sections of the subway were built incorrectly, so it will probably have to be redone. Pads were falling off. I mean, a whole typical Vietnamese thing going on with the subway. So I love subways in the city. I take them. I would be an adopter. The subway in Hanoi is failing miserably. Like, nobody's taking it now that you have to pay for it, and it's inconvenience. They still have to, you know, take a ride-sharing app to wherever their location is at that stop, because there's only one line currently. You know, it is how it is. These are how things go in Vietnam. So, yeah, I mean, as you can see, like this guy, you know, I guarantee you that guy's been in an accident, or 5 or 10. You know, there's no need to drive like that. And one thing expats like to do is get a piece of shit scooter and drive exactly like that guy. And then they wonder why they get into an accident right away. And wonder why they get pulled over all the time and get tickets. Well, you know, here we go. It's not difficult to observe why that happens. Same with the red light. No need to run a light. You just take your time, you know. So this is usually a very expat heavy area, just starting up here. You know, lots of Western style restaurants. You know, all of Thao Dinh is very westernized. You know, there's Vietnamese here, of course, but you know, lots of Western and foreigners living here. So, you know, hence the reason. I gotta turn somewhere. I'm not the greatest with District 2, you know. A lot of people move here at first. I don't know if it's from, you know, I'm not walking. Intermission time, folks. Okay, so it does want me to take a right here, and then a left at Moby World. Okay. You can also go straight. We've explored that on motorbike before, but yeah, driving is, you know, it's not a big deal. It's not as crazy as it really looks when you see it happen. Oh man, it's fucking flooded over here. This is another reason why District 2 sucks. That's why I wear Crocs everywhere. You get this stupid flooding all over District 2. Oh, this is sewage. I can smell it. So again, I just drive like an old man, and I drive just extremely slow. Cute girl selling some vegetables. I'm in no hurry when I go anywhere. And, you know, knock on wood, I never get pulled over, and I never get in accidents or close calls. Oh, there's another Tacos Fuegos here. Again, Tacos Fuegos is pretty good. Just stick to just the tacos, man. That's what I've learned with Tacos Fuego. Is first time we went, I didn't like it. Now it's okay. I get it when I'm hankering. We gotta turn left somewhere. But when I drive, I just drive slow, easy going, and I've got a lot of power for not a lot of power at all. It's 155 cc's, but I've got more power than the average. You know, I'll build some new stuff than the average scooter does. So I could drive like a total bonehead if I wanted to, but for me that just doesn't happen. What's this foot? Oh, tattoo of piercing. I think we're at the turn. place looks kind of cool. It's probably expats come here and hang out, like a little beer club. It's even called a beer hall. We deliver. I don't know what kind of food it is. Definitely, next is Main Light. Definitely a cool place to hang out if you want to hang out with like a lot of other expats. I'm not shitting on it, any other expats or expat. I am an expat, and I'm not shitting on D2. But my desire isn't to hang out with a bunch of other expats in massive groups. Some people like that. Some people really find that comforting. We got the barbecue place over here. So it's kind of fucking dangerous intersection. You're gonna see a lot of white people walking around. I just need to find a place to park. Lots of 24 is closed up. Again, as you saw that guy, the way they drive in Vietnam, and it takes an adjustment, is they're adjusting for you every second. Same when you cross the street. So like when you cross the street walking on foot, you go at the same pace because everybody's adjusting for what's going to happen and which direction you're going to move, as crazy as that sounds. And that's the same with driving. So if you continue to get paranoid and like really, really slow down on potential incidents, then you can get yourself into some trouble. So just go at a normal pace. They'll figure out and migrate around you. Park somewhere. This is why I didn't want to drive. Still kind of not where I want to be. Let's see here. There's a pharmacy. These are going to be a better price pharmacy than Farm City. Okay, so I gotta take a right here. Right. This is not the part I want to be at. I want to go film like Eddie's and shit for Doge. They also don't look when they pull out, so everyone adjusts for the pull out behind you. So that's why they don't look, which I still look. Jesus is not going to get me to just pull out. I am not that trusting of anything, and I recommend you do the same, you know. This doesn't look right, but we'll take it anyways. So I mean, yeah, there's a lot of adjustment, but just take your time. Don't drive hastily. You should be all right. Should I come? Just go around me, truck. Wow, she's on a bobber. That is falling apart as she drives it. Kind of cute though that she knows how to drive a manual. Tiny little thing, man. I think I kind of where I want to be. All right, so that's part one of how to drive around here. I want to get to where I need to go. As you can see, there's just foreigner after foreigner. Which, yeah, you kind of know how I feel about that. But if that's what makes you like comfortable and stuff, then, you know, by all means. So coming up on the way home, we're gonna do part 2 of the how to drive in Vietnam. So see you guys in a bit. All right, we're back. Driving lesson part 2. Let's go. All right, let's talk about driving under the influence of alcohol and or drugs. Is it that big of a deal here? No. Do I recommend it in any kind of way? no one. As you saw, the car just cut all these lanes. So generally, on like a highway like this, I call it a highway, you don't want to be in this lane. That's a car lane. You want to be in the middle, in the motorbike lane. Now there's also sewage access points on a lot of these, like right here, that you don't want to go over really. That was me going fast, but I just wanted to get into a pocket. It's like driving anywhere. Ideally, you want to be in a pocket. So we're at rush hour right now from District 2 to District 1 in Saigon. Now, these driving rules I'm teaching you can be applied to, you know, driving anywhere, to be honest. We got a great merge coming. Again, no one looks, so you're accommodating for their merge. You're accommodating for their pull out, you know. You're also accommodating for a truck. They don't care. They're not looking at all. Same with like semi or trucks. Box trucks are the most dangerous. Buses are dangerous. Get away from those at all times. Never want to be around them. That's Vin Holmes Central Park. Landmark 81 we're looking at. You know, this is rush hour right now. You can get a little bunched up at this bridge right here, right as you get over that edge. Traffic still hasn't got as thick as what it was pre-fourth wave. And I think the reason for that is everyone still hasn't come back from the countryside. The last few are starting to trickle in. The road quality is shit, complete shit. You know, let's talk about pros and cons to a scooter versus an actual like motorcycle like I drive. You know, for most people, 95% of people, a scooter is going to be what you want for Saigon. You're going to want the storage that the seat has underneath. To put like a rain jacket, you know, to have things to store. You know, bags, stuff like this. Now, I use a backpack because I'm carrying camera footage with me all the time. So, for me, I don't give two shits. A motorcycle's fine. But a lot of you guys aren't going to have a fucking backpack full of camera gear with you every time you're out driving. So, for most people coming here, especially if you're a newbie to driving a motorbike, scooter, or motorcycle, you're going to want a scooter. You're going to want an automatic scooter. And don't get a piece of shit. Get something that's 15, 20 million. Get something that's dependable so you're not like the Vietnamese repair shop. You don't need a cafe racer that's like 10 years old that's going to need fixed all the time. And that riding position is terribly uncomfortable. So, sports bikes. So, I'm on a sports bike, right? Great, super fun, but very limited on where you can go fast. You know, I get occasional little pockets like that where I can let her eat. So a sport bike I would not make a priority. I do want to switch bikes to a ZX25R, which is Kawasaki's inline-4 250cc 50 horsepower sport bike. Because, well, I'm already in an uncomfortable riding position. This bike, the way it sets up, is it's already putting massive strain in the wrist area. So, and I'm getting older. So if I'm gonna have an actual living, breathing sports bike, I would rather never do what those guys just do. Insane. Easy way to get yourself really hurt is shit like that. Like, there's no need to get 10 seconds. I mean, that guy didn't even get 10 seconds. He probably got 4 seconds ahead of me. There just isn't a, now he's at the light. He's gonna run this light though. Oh, we got the green straight. So here, if you're new to driving, this is an arrow to stop and a green straight ahead, as you can see by the right. So it's completely legal to go straight here. Now, if you took the left during the red, you're going to get hit by a car, and that's not allowed. See, I just went in between. They just have really bad road quality here. You know, nothing you can really do about it. But drive prepared. You know, one of my buddies here, the first 6 months I was here, he got an MT-15 as well, and he drove like an asshole. He fucking totaled that bike and fucking broke his arm. You want to know why? Because he was jumping around, you know, jetting through all these areas. A dog ran out in front of him. He ended up hitting the dog, killing the dog. But you don't drive like a dickhead in these areas. There's stray dogs, there's bad drivers. Like, this is not an area for where need for speed is done. And you'll see Vias, like, look at this girl. She's in such a hurry on her scooter. She's trying to get any angle to get ahead. And she'll be at the same stoplight as me up here. It's just like LA traffic or Chicago traffic. All the speed doesn't equal much time made up. It is easier to drive a scooter like a complete asshole though. Because it's lighter, it's half the weight of a motorcycle, if not more. You know? When I'm on the Grom, you know, we bought a Grom, which the review for that's gonna come out soon. But we bought a Grom and I drive like a complete maniac on that thing. Booty. I drive like a complete maniac on that thing, man. And it's because it's super small, lightweight, and easy to throw around. I'm kind of glad that my MT-15, which is a full-size motorcycle, is my bike. It's easy to throw around, but you feel the weight. So like, and you're more cautious. You're on a full sports bike, you know. It's a $4,000 motorcycle. It's not a $500 scooter. So you want to take care of it. You don't want to wreck it. Man. I think if you're really a motorcycle guy, even if you gotta understand, I drove 1000cc Yamahas for 12 years in LA. Before that, I had Cowie ZX7s, ZX9s in where I grew up. I always had really fast motorcycles, and boy, am I glad that this was my first motorcycle purchase here. Now, I'm 2 years in. I'm pretty comfortable with the way the traffic works here. So I want to get, a little sports bike. And my commutes are 15, 20 minutes at best. Here I gotta drive pretty aggressive. That's where a loud exhaust always comes into play. I will always have, that's my other recommendation. Before this video is over, if you do get a motorcycle, get a loud exhaust. It will really help you out, with telling people where you're at, letting them be aware. It's the same reason I always had one in America, Well, I hope those tips helped you out. I'll include more. We'll do more videos like this. This was a requested video for a moto vlog, so when you request something of me, I give you what you asked for. So it's very easy. If you leave a comment and say, hey, I would like to see this, or I'd like to see this area, or I'd like to see this food, I'm gonna do it. So alright guys, that is the video. Absolutely stay frosty, stay safe, keep them wheels down if you're driving here. You're never too good to know new things, so I hope this helped you out. See you guys on the next one. Stay frosty. Peace out.